So I'm Tracy DeJarnett, and from Houston, Texas. We are building a music community there and an infrastructure for artists. My company is Brand Soup. I'm involved in two other organizations. One is called Houston Live. We support singer-songwriters. And then Launch Music Lab is our brand new music publishing and artist development shop. So Brand Soup is a marketing firm. I'm actually officially a marketer. That's how I got my start in the technology world. I worked for Microsoft and many other big brands, and some you've probably never heard of. And then I jumped into music in 2017. So Brand Soup evolved to start incorporating more music clients. And then as I spent more time in music, we started Houston Live and Launch Music Lab, but everything operates under Brand Soup. It's an exciting time. So for musicians, I help find stages for you to perform. So I play talent buyer, but also when you're kicking off your career, we help on the artist development side, from songwriting to branding to promotion to helping you develop a campaign to get your music heard. So our marketing expertise goes to work in there, but I have two colleagues also with me on Launch Music Lab. One is a writer. He's a multi-millionaire BMI writer in the States. He's had number ones on the chart. He teams up with me to do song camps. So as an artist, you can sign up for one of our song camps and write with some of these pro writers. And it gives you a good experience, and also you walk away with a new song. And then as a music publisher, we can also represent you in the publishing side for your new songs. My other colleague owns a studio, so he can actually help you record your new song. We had one song camp earlier this year, 9 new songs. 3 of those 9 are already in studio getting recorded. We're very excited about all 3 of those, all genres, pop, rock, country, mainly of those new songs coming out. So as an artist, you can work with us both on your songs and your marketing and your positioning and your publishing. Well, we're independent, so we work with them independently. So it's not to say we wouldn't team up with a label. We're a brand new firm. I'm open to that, to teaming up with labels. A lot of independents do. So who knows what's to come. It's an exciting time. I feel like my two worlds are converging between the music and the tech. You know, my tech background, I'm really excited about what AI can do. You know, on the one hand, I was worried that we were going too far into creating new sounds that weren't authentic to the artist, but I can see now, especially through the presentations here at Walifornia, that there are ways you can use that to your benefit as an artist. The panel I just sat on talking about digital revenue for streaming talked about you can take your song and use AI and create a whole new version of your song and still get that monetized back to you. It's still your work. It's a whole new composition. So I think AI is pretty exciting. I'm also curious about the new technologies, the platforms to get your music heard. You know, sure, we have digital streaming, but what's next? What's coming in terms of new ways to serve it? I know. That's a question. You know, I think it's coming. I can see that there's a lot of focus and energy between the technologists and the music industry right now. So I'd anticipate this time next year we'll be talking about something new. It's changed, it's evolved, you know, reading about the history. We heard some of the stats yesterday from Luminate on, you know, the industry and how daunting it is that really, I think it's less than 10% makes money off streaming. And then there's 24% of songs out there never get heard, not a single time. Not even by the artists themselves. If I was an artist, I'd put that on repeat. So I would say it's changed, but you know, it used to be CDs, you know, it was physical goods, and then when that went away, digital streaming actually saved us. It came in and it was a new way to get their music out. Now streaming, I feel like we've kind of hit a spot where maybe CDs were a few years ago. In the States, vinyl outsold CDs for the first time ever. Who knew that would happen? So I say it's an exciting time. Just it's evolving faster than ever though, right? And so that's what makes it a little bit uncertain, but there's a lot of smart people focused on this to get it solved for the artist. They do, and so vinyl has become a bit of a calling card You know, it's a product, it's a physical product. It's like put it up on your wall and watch it, you know, whether you can actually listen to it that way or not, it's a physical good. Robert O'Keen is kind of an artist that's iconic in Texas. He did one of his final tours recently, and he put together a vinyl with a picture book and his story of his life. And we all lined up to buy it because it was it was autographed and all that. So I think who knows what's going to be next, but people like physical goods too. So I anticipate that won't go away completely. You know, I think that will live with the streaming. And there's artwork, right? It used to be that we all kind of opened up the artwork and we looked at the back and we read stories about it on there. So I think maybe it would be interesting to bring in a technology that incorporates a multimedia approach.